Because we are concerned about the safety and welfare of our employees, Diamond Offshore has prepared this short video to review procedures and policies for the effective isolation of electrical sources. Even though many of you are seasoned workers and competent at your duties and responsibilities, we think it's important to periodically review these policies and procedures.
Hello, Central. Please give me tonight.
The first time I heard Lightning Hopkins had to be the very early 50s. The very early 50s. I was a disc jockey during that time in Memphis, Tennessee. And I got a record that someone sent me. And the title of the tune was Operator or 209, something like that, because his first lines was Operator, would you please give me 209, something like that.
In 2006, the College of Nursing moved into its new ultra-high-tech teaching facility located in the heart of the Texas Medical Center. This state-of-the-art 118,000 square foot building provides students with the finest facilities, laboratories, and technology available. And already the college's enrollment has increased to an all-time high of more than 500 students.
On a typical Saturday at the Houston Zoo, thousands of visitors pass through the gates. Today, a group of Cub Scouts is visiting the zoo to see the elephants. The elephants are one of the main attractions at the zoo and very popular with kids. Elephant keeper Martina Stevens shows the Cub Scouts around the elephant yard and answers their questions.
So if you guys have any questions, just go ahead and ask as we go.
How much water do they drink?
How much do they eat?
How big are their leg bones?
How do you get them out?
Why does the elephant raise its foot? Do the elephants play games?
Do the elephants play games?
This is our house we live in. 4 guys that go to Rice University on the baseball team. 3 of my great roommates, Adam Morris, Paul Yanish, and Austin Davis. House rules. Well, basically anything goes around here. We did have a curfew. What was our curfew? Oh, we didn't have a curfew.
At the wall, jumped up and catches the ball. That's the stuff national championships are made of.
Why do I play baseball? Well, I'm too short to play basketball.
When a safe speed is not maintained for the driving condition you're in, it compounds the seriousness of the hazards you may face on a daily basis. Hazards like another motorist exercising poor judgment, or driver fatigue.
Driver fatigue is also a common contributor to the causes of rollovers, and it's a problem every driver faces at one time or another. The industrial gas industry is a 24-hour-a-day, 7 days a week operation. Because of this, we often work long or awkward hours.
Historically, blacks were not free with any kind of communication from the government until June 19th.
Juneteenth is the day in which enslaved individuals in Texas learned that they were free.
Juneteenth is a day to pause and to reflect and to really assess where we are.
When the announcement was made, the slaves began right away to celebrate it and being thankful to God for being free.
There was a time when we were not free to do what we wanted to do, couldn't go and come, families were destroyed and broken up.
I think there's a lot of confusion today amongst the younger generation about what Juneteenth is and who celebrates Juneteenth.
For more serious or longer-lasting problems, the SPRI program provides for counseling by a licensed psychotherapist at Montrose Counseling Center.
I just do a once-a-week one-on-one counseling, and I've been doing that for about a year and a half. And my counselor is wonderful, and she gives me a lot of encouragement, which I really need because I've dealt with depression.
It's very affirming to have people listen without any criticism, and they accept what you have to say. You're validated.
As a JAG, Jaworski found himself representing an entirely different type of client, the United States government, which in 1942 named him chief of the trial section of the War Crimes Branch. It was not the last time the government would call upon him. He went on to participate in 3 post-World War II trials that would leave a deep and lasting impression on him and the world at large.
Washington, more or less, was using me then for the purpose of going to the more sensitive trials and what they considered the major trials as in the role of trial judge advocate. And the last one they sent me to in this country was the one at Fort Lawton in Seattle, where there had been a riot.
Jaworski prosecuted a group of African American soldiers who were stationed at Fort Lawton along with Italian prisoners of war.
When I see the murals, I think the first impression is it's almost like a bird's eye view of Texas, because it's from the very beginning and it sweeps through that wonderful history.
What the murals do, they tell the story of South Texas, the Kennedy Ranch, and the Kennedy family.
This could be the impetus for more murals and more artwork and more museums being created in this particular area to record a heritage that has long been neglected.
This is the NOAA Fisheries Sea Turtle Hospital. We are the Sea Turtle Hospital for the Upper Texas coast. We handle all sea turtle strandings and nesting from basically the Louisiana border to Freeport, Texas. These are 4 Kemp's Ridley hatchlings that hatched from a nest that went undetected in front of the San Luis Hotel, right in front of the seawall in Galveston. The mother nesting went undetected, and it wasn't until the hatchlings were actually emerging from the sand and people were on the beach and saw these turtles coming up out of the ground. They called us. We would not even have known this nest existed if the public had not called the 1-866-TURTLE-5 a number and reported this. They probably would have got run over with the next load of beach umbrellas that was taken off the beach, if not trampled by the beachgoers or eaten by dogs.
The Houston Bayou is one of our favorite pieces of public art created in partnership with the Houston Airport System. The work by Houston artist Dixie Frengay is a mosaic consisting of hundreds of thousands of small mosaic pieces that create a lush landscape of wildlife and bayou plants on an undulating wall.
Then in September of 2008 came Ike, a hurricane more disastrous than ever imagined.
The thing that began to concern me and most of my friends was the size of this storm, the absolute size of it. When you looked at the weather picture, I mean, it practically covered the entire Gulf.